Alrighty, guys. So today I'm gonna go ahead and talk about something that increases the overall performance of a car and adds many horsepower and stuff like that, and increases miles per gallon. So exhaust systems are something that are overlooked in almost every car from the manufacturer. They focus on the engine more than they focus on the exhaust or many other parts of the cars. So the exhaust is usually made from cheap steel or just not the best quality, the less expensive, and they focus more on the engine part of it, right? So the gas or the air flows through many parts of the exhaust, and parts of the exhaust include the cylinder heads, the exhaust manifold, catalytic converters, and mufflers, right? So the first reason why you should go and buy an exhaust and go to the store and or order one online and stuff is because it increases horsepower and it gives extra power to your car, and just the air just flows better within a new aftermarket exhaust. More power, um, it gives more power, and the engine tends to breathe better because the diameter of the exhaust is dilated, and it just gives a better airflow, which lets the engine breathe better, which makes it perform better, and there introduces more horsepower. Reason number two is that it improves fuel economy. So believe it or not, an aftermarket exhaust system does improve the fuel economy. It improves the miles per gallon, which is just less gas for more mileage, basically. So it increases torque. So that means you don't have to press on the gas so much to stay at a constant speed, and the more you press on the gas, the more fuel you'll burn. So if you don't press on it too much, you'll save more gas, more fuel you'll save on there, and it won't burn that much fuel. So um, it does increase miles per gallon. So the less fuel burned, the more fuel that can be used later, right? So you save fuel, you save money, so you don't have to put money to buy gas into putting it into the car. So you're saving money there, and that can go ahead and go towards the exhaust. And then the third reason is also a nicer sound. Now, whenever you think of an aftermarket exhaust, you think about, some loud, obnoxious noises, like super loud, like that's why people get exhaust and stuff. But that's not necessarily the case. There have been new developments in exhaust for different amounts of cars, for basically all cars. And now it's just like a low growl whenever you press on the gas and whenever you accelerate. So you won't have to worry about that loud, obnoxious sound if you don't want it. There is many out there that do have loud sound, so for the people that prefer it, but there's all kinds of ranges in that sort of thing. And if you're not one to like loud noises, you can go ahead and go with the nice and calmer type of exhaust. So another thing is that it's a longer lifespan that the exhaust can last. So the stock exhaust, it is made with mild steel. That's the factory exhaust. So it's basically cheap steel. You know how they don't focus on it that much. But the aftermarket exhaust, it's either made with aluminized steel or with stainless steel, which a lot of people do know, or a lot of you guys know, that stainless steel does indeed last a very long time. And this will also help you not really spend another 20-30 grand for a new car whenever the exhaust goes out or the exhaust goes bad or whatever. So you'll have that peace of mind that the exhaust might even outlive the time that you want the car. You might go a couple years later, 4 or 5 years later down the road, and get another car, and you can go ahead and get an exhaust for that car, right? But now you're thinking price. Well, what's the price range? We might not have money for that. Well, the price ranges for a catback exhaust, which means basically a full exhaust after the catalytic converters, are $300 to thousands of dollars. It just depends on the range of quality, the brand name, which you pay for, and many other things. Now an axle back or just certain modifications to the exhaust, those can range from $100 to thousands as well. It just depends on the thickness of the piping and the type of brand it is. So, I mean, yeah. So it gives you more horsepower. It gives you better gas mileage. It's a longer lifespan, and so what do you have to lose from it, right? See you guys.